That freaking jam, man. That little countdown gets me going. You know what else gets me going? NFL football, baby. It's that time, guys. So let's get through this Sunday, September 9th, guys. MLB baseball card brought to you guys by Pub Sports Radio. So let's get to this stuff, guys. We got football today. Oh, all right, guys. We got the Cleveland Indians at the New York Yankees. We got Morgan versus Cole, guys. First five's at a 4.5. Full games at a 9, and we got the Yankees as a minus 310 with the comeback on the Indians at a plus 272. Morgan's got a 3 ERA away and an 8 at home, but he's been pretty much garbage, guys. He ain't been nothing to write home about. It's a minus 310 for a reason, guys. Garrett Cole, he's been solid except for one start since he's came off the IL 5 weeks ago. So even though that both of these bats are bottom 5 versus righties, the Yankees have shown the last few days that they're smacking righties, and Morgan is nothing better than the last 2 righties they've seen the last few days. So I would look towards a New York Yankees team total or the run line with Garrett Cole pitching. Like I said, Cleveland is bottom 5 versus righties, and this ain't no everyday righty, guys. It's Garrett motherfucking Cole. So next game up, we got the Colorado Rockies at the Washington Nationals. We got Gray versus Espino. We got a 4.5 first 5. Full game, we got a 9. The total is the Washington Nationals are at a minus 110, so pretty much a pick 'em, guys. I'm off this game. Espino does have a way better home than road ERA, but both of these are middle of the pack versus righties, guys. Colorado, once again, has the better bullpen than the Nationals. So if they do get down and you feel like live betting baseball on a Sunday full of NFL, go ahead and get some action in this game, guys. I myself don't know anybody who probably will be betting this game going on today. So on to the next game. We've got the Minnesota Twins at the Toronto Blue Jays. They do not have a line out for this, guys, but we got Farrell versus Berrios, at least from what one of my books says. So the Farrell means it's going to be a bullpen day. Minnesota has the second best bullpen over the last 30, 15 days, guys. They've been pretty good. Berrios, he's been hot, cold, hit or miss type guy. But I think there's going to be some fire in this guy's belly, guys. He's going against his old team. He's going against the team that traded him, who wouldn't re-sign him, who gave up on him. And they're also 27th average, 21st OPS the last 15 days. So they're not even hitting the ball well, Minnesota. So I would look at either backing Berrios first 5, since Toronto has the first average, first OPS. They have the best bats in baseball, even though they are going against the bullpen. And Berrios is going against his old team, and they're just not hitting. So I'd look towards either an under first 5, or I'd look towards Toronto. There's no way I'd be backing Minnesota in this spot. Next game up, guys, we have the Baltimore Orioles at the Boston Red Sox. First 5 under over set at a 5.5. Full game is at a 10.5. Boston is a minus 320 favorite with the comeback on the Orioles is at a plus 280. Yikes, plus 280 on Wells, huh? I know Wells ain't been good, guys, but yeesh. Evaldi, though, that's where you get it. Evaldi's got a 2.88 home ERA and a 4+ on the road. This, guys, Baltimore's bats say they're the 29th average, 27th OPS versus righties the last 15 days. But we've seen what they did to him today. They cracked Pivetta. Pivetta is not Evaldi. Evaldi's showing that he's been good, but at this price, guys, I think it's way too out of price. I'd look towards an over or a team total. Baltimore does have really good numbers versus Evaldi. I mean, nothing more than 10 at bats, but quite a few of those guys hit them well. So if their bats are starting to get going after today, I'd watch out fading them at this type of price, even with a guy like Wells on the mound. They both have bottom 10 bullpens, with Boston being a bottom 5. So I would not want any of these teams full games. If you took Baltimore, I wouldn't mind taking their team total full game because how bad their bullpen is. So on to the next game, guys. Well, I got this. Oh. Kershaw Day, baby. Let's get it. I didn't check the first 5 line on this, guys, so I guess that's my fault. Full game, we have a minus 188 to the Dodgers, plus 168 to the Reds. Over-under is a 9. The over-under in this game is a 4.5. I want the Dodgers first 5 minus a half run, guys. I did not check it out. I will put that bet in. I expect it to be about minus 120, minus 125, and I'm okay with it up to a minus 135, minus 140. This is why, guys. Clayton Kershaw, he came off the IL last week, went 4 innings, looked solid, looked like good Clayton the Great. Clayton Kershaw is the greatest pitcher to ever live in the regular season in the history of baseball. Modern era, dead ball era, he has the lowest ERA in the history of baseball. Call it what you want, guys. He's the greatest pitcher to ever live in the regular season. Regular season we're in, guys. So let's get us some Clayton Kershaw going against the 29th average, 27th OPS Cincinnati Reds versus lefties. And guess what? The Dodgers have started to been clicking versus lefties. 14th average, 12th OPS when a month ago these guys were bottom of the barrel, guys. And guess what? Grandpa Pujols will be in the lineup versus a lefty. And guess what? Grandpa Pujols is hitting like 500 with 2-3 jacks off of Wade Miley, guys. So I could see a jack from old Uncle Grandpa Pujols. Call him what you want. I'd take the over 1.5 bases just to be safe. But that's because I'm a vagine when I'm betting base props. I'm just not good at them. So, guys, I'm loving the Dodgers first 5 minus a half. Even on the run line, full game. Both have top 5 bullpens. So, I love the Dodgers in this spot, guys. Just Cincinnati versus lefties have been money for me. They just not hitting lefties. Winker was out the lineup again from being hit by a pitch. Yeah, this is a Clayton Kershaw spot for me, guys. Next game up, we have the Detroit Tigers at the Tampa Bay Rays. I have no line out for this, so the pitchers I'm seeing is Peralta and McClanahan. Peralta, guys, he's been pretty good, bro. Sad to say, which, I mean, I tried to fade the guy too many times to be saying sad to say, because that's why I got to say sad to say, because my bank account's sad. But Peralta's been good, guys, and Detroit, they struggle versus righties if they do struggle. I mean, they're way better versus lefties than they are versus righties, guys. But this isn't no mediocre righty, so I expect them to hit. McClanahan, he's going versus the 20 average, 24th OPS in the Detroit Tigers. And I don't know, guys. He's been struggling himself. Maybe it's because he's hitting a wall. Maybe he's tired. He hasn't pitched in the league before. So they both have bottom 5 bullpens. Tampa Bay is going to be at a crazy price. So I'm off this game. Maybe a Tampa Bay Rays team total once the line comes out. Next game, there's no line out. There's no pitcher for Pittsburgh versus Miami. We have Alcantara going for Miami, guys. Alcantara at home, you got to look at him. He has really good home splits compared to being away. Everybody and their mom knows Alcantara at home. So you're probably going to get a bad number because everybody knows how good Alcantara is at home. So take it for what that's worth. Look into it. See who they're pitching. They both have top 10 bullpens. So cheers. Shout out to the chat, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. I'm trying to pump through it. I know it's NFL Sunday. I know we got Jimmy the Bag coming on. I know there's 6 badass cappers coming on. I know for one of my favorite fucking prop cappers coming on, Willie fucking Beeman. I'm in the Pub Sport Radio Discord with him daily breaking down NFL props. So I know he's bringing you guys some heat I already freaking bet. So don't be late to the party betting props, guys. You don't want to be 2-3 yards. So show up, be there, get your coffee after this show, and get your guys some action, especially from him. Next game up, guys, we've got the Arizona Diamondbacks at the Houston Astros. Sorry, Slaughter. They're good, though. We've got Gallen versus Greinke, guys. We got a 4.5 first 5. And a 8.5 full game with a minus 240 to the Astros, plus 214 to the Diamondbacks. Gallen has been shit going against the 4th best average, 7th best OPS in the Astros. Greinke has been shit going against a team that hasn't been hitting righties. So I say in the last 2 days, they're hitting righties. So the numbers say they're not hitting righties, guys, but they've been smacking guys like McCullers and other guys that they brought up. So I don't see Greinke doing anything. He's been bad as of late. He's way worse at home than on the road. He's at home. I'd be looking towards the over in this spot, guys. Over first 5 for sure, since they both have good bullpens. full games could be kind of touchy if their bullpens are on. So I expect Greinke and Gallen both to get hit. A 4.5 seems kind of low for both of these pitchers. Next game up, we have the Chicago Cubs, the Milwaukee Brewers. Told you guys Burns shouldn't have been that big of a favorite. I didn't bet it. My balls weren't big enough. I lost too much money. Wish I did, though, because, yeah, it was dead even after 5. So, on the day, we got Sampson versus Lauer. Sampson's been pretty dead money, guys, which is crazy. And he's going against the 19th average, 23rd OPS in the Milwaukee Brewers. Milwaukee hasn't been hitting righties as of late. Lauer's been straight solid, guys. I mean, solid. If there's been a pitcher out there, it's this guy. And they're favored at a minus 210, and I think he should be favored at a minus 210 straight up. They have the first bullpen in all of baseball, where the Cubs are at 12th the last 15 days. I'm not just saying 15-day stats for Milwaukee, guys. They got the best bullpen in baseball, hands down. Give a lead to Williams and Hader. They're going to shut the door 9.5 times out of 10. So, and they even got guys like Ashby and other, like, it's crazy how deep their bullpen is and how low their ERAs are that they just keep pumping out. Guys, like, I'm amazed by how good Milwaukee is. This is the one game, 10 miles per hour. We got wind coming in. Big wind in this game. So, I lean the under with both these two pitchers in good form. I lean the under on yesterday's game. That went over, but I also lean the Cubs plus a half run, and that was good, juicy plus money. Hasn't been a bet. I don't think I'll bet it with how much NFL action we do got going on today. Next game up, we've got the Seattle Mariners at the Kansas City Royals. We've got Cowher, guys. He does not belong in the lead versus Gilbert. We've got a 5 over under first 5. We've got 10 miles per hour blowing out the left center. And we've got an under over set at 9 for the full game. We got Mariners are a 132 favorite, and the Royals are a plus 120 dog. I'm going to tell you guys right here, I already bet this. Bah, bah, bah. Seattle Mariners, first 5, minus 130, guys. Gilbert's been solid his last 3 starts. I know he was shaky up until then, and I tried to fade him, but it looks like he found his shit again, guys. And he's going against a middle-of-the-pack team, and the Royals are throwing a guy that was shit in AAA, guys, and has been bad since he's been in the league. He hasn't pitched more than 3 innings. I don't expect him to go too much longer out of 3-4 innings. At a minus 130, when how good Gilbert has been and how bad Cowher has been, I've got to roll the dice right here, guys. It's too cheap of a price tag on how good Gilbert's been. So, on to the next, guys. On to the next. Thank you for hanging in there, guys. Smash the like if you haven't. Hit the subscribe, hit the share, tell your grandma about Sharpie's bets. He's here to bring you guys cash for free. Tell them about Pub Sports Radio. They put this content out for free to the public, to the people, because guess what? The people's where it's at, guys. It's us versus the bookies, and guess what? Fuck the bookies. So, next game out, we've got the San Diego Padres at the St. Louis Cardinals. Oh, doctor. We got the first 5 under over set at a 5. And we've got the full game at a 9.5. Cardinals are a minus 124 favorite. We've got Arrieta versus Happ. Notes, big red letters, fade time, it says, guys. Big fucking fade time. Arrieta, Happ, 2 of my biggest favorite fades of all time. And guess what? I get him in the same game. But if I dig through Happ's, he's shown that he can be hit or miss, hit or miss. You look at the Padres' numbers, they're 15th average, 27th OPS. So I don't want to take a risk on if Happ's going to be good or bad. What I do know is Arrieta is bad. He's always bad, and he's been straight shit. I bet the under over 2.5 at minus 115 St. Louis team total. They've been hitting. They're the 14th average, 16th OPS, and they've seen Jake Arrieta, guys. They were in the same division as this guy, and they're one of the reasons why he got fired from the Cubs, because they beat the living dog shit out of this guy. So, granted, it is Sunday, but I don't see St. Louis sitting a lot of people when they need to win games. They need every game, and especially versus this team who they're fighting for the last playoff spot with. So this is a big game. Hap's been the better pitcher of the two. I don't want to put my money on Hap. I want to put my money on that bum Arrieta, and I think the Cards can get me 3. They might get it for me in the first inning, guys. Next game out, we got the White Sox versus the Texas Rangers. First 5's at a 4.5, full game's at a 9. We got Giolito versus Lyles, guys. Giolito hasn't been so good, and he's worse during the day, and this game's during the day, guys. I want nothing to do with Lucas Giolito. The White Sox are a minus 235 favorite. The Rangers are a plus 210. Once again, I warned you guys about this yesterday. I told you Lynn shouldn't have been that big of a favorite, and Texas was up in the first 5. I'm not sure about the full game if they ended up covering it, but I've been able to spot out the traps, guys. I just don't have the balls to bet the other side. And yeah, it's just hopefully you guys are fishing out them winners, guys, because I'm throwing you guys that information, and at least hopefully I'm helping you stay off those traps, and you're not just calling me some lame dumbass and be like, okay, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm betting them. And look what happens. I mean, sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about either. I lose my bets too, but at least I go by the numbers, guys. So Lyles, like I said, he's bad at home and he's terrible away. So it's every once in a while, though, he shows up and has a big league game, guys. And I don't want Giolito at that price with how he's been pitching. The better bullpen is with the Texas Rangers. This just stay off game for me. Next game out, we got the Atlanta Braves versus the San Francisco Giants. The under-over set at an 8. The Giants are favored at minus 114. And the first 5's at a 4.5. We got Max Fried versus Desclafani, guys. Fried's been pretty damn solid, guys. And Desclafani has been pretty solid too. But both of these teams are top 5 in power versus lefties, righties, guys. And I could see this first 5 going over. I haven't bet it myself, but two good pitchers in good form. But these bats are in good form too, guys. And they've been hitting these pitchers for at least a couple runs those last few days in these series. So I don't expect the bats to go away. I don't. And both of these have bad bullpens. So if you want the full game over too, I can't hate you. Or a team total. Like any type of over you want to get on in this game, I could see it happening from either a team total, first 5, full game. However you want to attack it, I can't hate it. The bullpens are just as bad to back up the bats that are about to go down. Let's get to it, guys. Oakland versus Los Angeles Angels. We got Montas versus Ohtani. I believe it's Ohtani. There is no line out, guys. He hasn't pitched since he's been shelled versus the Houston Astros September 10th. So I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not. Montas, he's been pretty damn good. He's serviceable. He's either 1-2 runs or he's 3-4 runs. It's just, which one are you going to get, guys? And with so much action today, I don't want to roll the dice on this game. I know it's Ohtani Day, but guess what? It's Arrieta Day. Fade him while you can. But let's get to the last game on the card, guys. It's going to be Sunday Night Baseball, and let's be real, no one's going to be watching it because we're all going to be tuning into that Sunday Night Football. We might watch it for the first hour while sports are not on if none of the NFL action's going on in the fourth quarter. But we've got Gibson versus Hill, Philadelphia Phillies, and New York Mets, guys. We got the Mets as a minus 120 favorite with the over-under set at 8.5 and a 4.5 first 5. I'm on the Mets team total over 2.5 plus 110, guys. Hill has been pretty good. He's been hit or miss. And the Philadelphia bats versus lefties, 25th average, 22 OPS the last 15 days. I don't want to take a risk if Philly's going to hit a lefties, guys, where the Mets have shown they're hitting righties, 7th average, 4th OPS. They got a couple off Wheeler, dominant pitcher. They got Tanola, an even better pitcher. And now we got Gibson, guys. Gibson's got a 4.3 away and a 2.5 home ERA. He's on the road to a team that's smashing righties. And they're giving me plus money on the 2.5, guys. I'm on the 2.5 team total. New York Mets first 5. They both have terrible bullpens, so I might jump on the full game team total too once I look into it a little more. 25th and 29th, nothing to worry about. We hit the over on the game today. So, yeah, I'm all over the overs on this game too. If you want to fade Hill, I can't hate you. I just look at his last 3 weeks, and he's been pretty damn good. Yeah, so let's hit these commercials and get to some best bets. Oh, I had to get me a nice fat drink of water, guys. Shout out to Pub Sports Radio, guys. Shout out to you guys for hanging in there. Smash the like button if you haven't. Shout out to our sponsors, guys. MyBookie.ag, promo code Pub Sports Radio, 50% match bonus on all cash deposit, 100% on Bitcoin, up to $1,000, guys. So $1,000 in Bitcoin gets you $1,000 right back, guys. Roll that right over, smack the bookies, get that extra cash, make some money. Also, guys, it's Sunday. It's our day, man's day, guys, right? And your lady treats you a lot better, and she may even give you a NFL Day Hummer if you use the new Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0, guys. Head your downstairs, not your bets today, guys, and see what type of action you might get. Well, guys, let's get into this best bets. I think you guys already know, guys, it's Arrieta Day. I have to take the St. Louis first 5 team total over 2.5, minus 115. They didn't hit Darvish today. Oh, well. It's not Darvish. It's Jake freaking Arrieta. Not Jake from State Farms. This guy belongs working at State Farms, guys, and will be at State Farms after this game. I don't know why the Padres are playing him in a must-win game. It's because Chase Tingler is a bum. And guess what? That bum is going to help pay my family. So let's get on those Cardinals over 2.5 team total. So, guys, go grab your guys some coffee, get some freaking donuts, all that good stuff. Once again, Jimmy the Bag's coming on, guys, in 15 minutes. We got Pub Hub with 6 of the best cappers all around, bringing you their best bets in NFL. Shout out to Willie Beeman once again in the backstage. He will be on the show today, giving you out 3-4 solid prop bets to bet all your monies on. So tune in to Pub Sports. We'll be right back with some new tunes with Jimmy the Bag 15 minutes away.